Welcome. And the question today from Rye23 is: what oddly specific rules have you seen that are probably only there because someone actually did it in the past? Hi, this is Derek. I just put the Drama Llama, Fred, back in his llama pen, so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. Oh boy, let's get ready for some drama. Asbo Zapruder answered with: remove baby before collapsing the stroller. Edit: for those asking what happens if you do this, I contacted some manufacturers who assured me that they tested it and that the strollers will be perfectly fine. We once got a piece of clothing for one of the kids and right on the label, I kid you not, it said, remove child before washing. Normally I think of it as removing the clothes, not the child. I saw a kid's hat that actually has a tag inside of it which says something to the extent of, keep away from fire. I'm just wondering what had to have happened to require this company to need to put this kind of label on a kid's hat. The Brontosaurus answered with: absolutely no roller skates in the lab. My husband worked for a private lab startup and half the women there did roller derby. The lab was, as many are, a repurposed warehouse with nice smooth concrete floors. One of the women thought it would be fun to skate between machines. She got a lot done, but the boss figured OSHA wouldn't be too thrilled, so the sign went up a few days later. You could still wear your skates in the break room. I used to rollerblade all over my college campus as it was faster for getting around than walking. I was also too lazy to change into street shoes at the dining halls, etc., and would just coast all over the place. Come sophomore year, signs were put up in various campus buildings prohibiting rollerblades inside. Sounds like he dodged a bullet by nipping that in the bud. Can't imagine her falling, injuring herself, and potentially breaking equipment on top of that. Oh come on. That's how supervillains are made. Mixpress17 answered with: pharmacy worker here. We have to specify to unwrap suppositories before insertion. Apparently someone thought the foil was part of it. Well, that's how some dishwasher tablets work, so it's not a total stretch of the imagination. Fellow pharmacy worker, to add on to yours, having to specify that suppositories are rectal only, or vaginal. Sometimes people think all drugs go in your mouth. And that the capsules that come with Spiriva inhalers are not meant to be swallowed. 406 not acceptable answered with: I blame Johnny Knoxville for this, but toilets are for display purposes only. Now, talk to an employee at a kitchen, bathroom design store. Potty training kids are notorious for using any toilet, plumbing or not. They are usually very proud of it too, to the embarrassment of their parents. Congratulations on the purchase of your new toilet. I'm going to open up a toilet business right next to a preschool. I'm going to be so rich. Cyborg 127. It's even been tested for you. F that, it was me. My dad loves this story. When I was a toddler with my dad in a hardware store, I needed to go. I saw a toilet display and naturally took a piss in it because I was a dumb butt toddler who just wanted to pee. Aya Joey Chow answered with: last year's company Christmas party email specifically stated to bring an extra pair of pants if you will be urinating in the first pair. I hope somebody really obviously brought an extra pair and just had them in a bag. And refused to acknowledge it the entire night, and then maybe changed part way through to the other pants and just kept carrying on like nothing. Narrow Seaworthiness 8 answered with: since COVID and things going digital, we now have a you must wear clothes rule. And we already had a pretty casual dress code. The Zoom virtual background is nice, but it really needs a virtual shirt option. Given how many times the virtual background flickers, I'd prefer it if my coworkers and classmates didn't see me topless. It's Vic27 answered with: In rehab, our cotton swabs were taken away because a guy decided to jam one into his eardrum to get sent to the hospital and get painkillers. Every seemingly dumb rule we had in there had a backstory to it. Oofed. Used to work in a prison, and they had to ban Marmite spread. Because the inmates used the yeast to ferment alcohol and Kit Kats. Because they used the foil wrappers for heroin. Sonky the dog 591 answered with, "Please do not add dish detergent to the water fountains." Once witnessed someone dumping a whole box of soap, not sure if it was laundry, dish or other, into a mall fountain. The bubbles were 6 feet high before they shut it off. Misfit Mishap answered with, "Never iron clothes while they are being worn." Or the more effed up, "Do not use for drying pets on the microwave." Ha! I know someone who ironed their shirt while wearing it. Not good. What happened next? I had a buddy iron his shirt while wearing it because he realized it was wrinkled and it was a uniform inspection day, military. He had a nice little triangle burn on his shoulder lobe. But that's it. Yeah, I've heard stories that when microwaves were fairly new, people thought of them like a toaster. And would put small pets inside to dry them off. With explosive results. How is it better to toast your pets? Just lightly, until golden brown. W. Pascarelli answered with, "Don't take prescription drug if you're allergic to same drug." That one always cracks me up. In the same vein, I love when possible side effects are the exact thing the meds are supposed to help. Like anti-nausea medicine making you nauseous. This is probably because those sue hunters that look for any and every loophole in order to sue others. Kickbutt and Chew Bubblegum answered with, "No rings on ship decks. They can get caught and deglove your finger, which is exactly as horrid as it sounds." Drunken Scott answered with, "In Florida you may not have sexual relations with a porcupine." You would think that is an issue that would regulate itself. Deleted answered with, "My father's hometown, Marion, Ohio, had a rule that you couldn't eat a donut while walking backwards. If I remember correctly, it had something to do with attracting police horses to lure them away from the police. More like luring the cop away from his horse car." Rar Nicky Rar answered with, "Used to work in a big name bookstore. In the office we had a huge sign saying no boiled eggs allowed in staff office. I've posted this before, but my old workplace had a big communal tea room. There is one bodybuilder guy who always had boiled eggs as a snack during morning tea. One day I watched him sit down and go to attack the eggs with his fork. The next moment he was covered in egg, looking dumbfounded. He had overheated the egg and it had exploded. This might be more about the danger of over-microwaved eggs exploding and burning someone rather than the smell. I never actually found out why it was a rule, but that's terrifying." Dahopa answered with, "I worked for a company that would send us out of town and put us up in hotels for weeks. We had per diem for food, but they told us we could absolutely not use it on alcohol. Found out the company used to have an open bar at the hotel for employees until some former employees got so drunk. They hired prostitutes and ended up doing cocaine and were killed out of the hotel and arrested. This goes beyond adding insult to injury. Being killed for it seems a harsh punishment." Sons of Pitches 2 answered with, "No eating at your desk. I still do. F the office manager. Prepare for your second sign. No F in the office manager. I still do. F the signs." Lil Miss Scum answered with, "I worked at a video rental store and we had a big sign at the front of the store that said, Control your children because kids are an organizational nightmare. I worked at a video store in high school. Bathroom was almost always broken because people would attempt to flush paper towels. Toward the end of its life, the company just stopped paying for plumbers to fix it, so it was just permanently broken. Stores were shutting down one by one, and it was only a matter of time before it was our store's time to go. Lady came in with her grandson and he needed to pee, but there was nothing I could do. Us employees were using the pizza buffet next door because we had a good relationship with them. And bought pizza at least once a week and gave them free rentals. Pizza place didn't let non-paying customers use the bathroom. So I told the lady they could try the gas station across the parking lot or buy a drink from pizza place. Nope, she just walked outside and told the kid to pee on the sidewalk in a busy shopping center. Star Chaser Tiger answered with, on a package of precision screwdrivers, do not insert into popsicle. Joke 1 on various laser related things, do not look into lasers with remaining eyes. Now, I'm not saying let's kill all the stupid people. I'm just saying let's remove the warning labels and let the problem sort itself out. Chucko Ruckus answered with, worked at an auto body shop. The break room microwave sign said, no fish or birds. There were a few Vietnamese guys working there. The guy who worked in the wash bay detailing the cars before they were given back to the customers was about 60 years old. And he always had weird stuff for lunch. I've seen him with bags full of fish heads, entire birds, feathers and all, mystery bags of unknown meat, etc. Apparently, he had used the break room microwave to cook these sorts of random things. And made the entire office reek for days at a time. They ended up putting the old break room microwave in the wash bay, which was in an unattached building, so he could cook all the nasty poop he wanted to eat without disturbing anyone else. I like how this story has a salty, but wholesome ending. Cats and Things answered with, at my company's picnic outing, anyone who jumps in the lake will be fired. Hey Adam and Eve, here's some fruit right there, but don't eat it or you're cursed forever. Al My Virginity answered with, wish I had a picture, but in every restroom stall at my work there is a sign that says, 3 courtesy flush. Flush once to prepare for elimination, flush between the go. And the paper flush upon completion. Wonder who put that together in their head and said I have a solution. Hear me out, guys. And finally, Smiler Sal answered with, one of our employees walked into the sliding glass door to the kitchen so hard that it left an impression of his face on the glass. HR declared the glass sliding door to be dangerous and requested a sign to be put on the door. CEO puts a sign on the glass door saying no face planting. Well, there you have it. A perfectly great question answered by a bunch of fine and honorable citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. I think he found more drama for me to share with you. See you soon.